The first 90 minutes when we did this was pretty rough because I bet that was driving. We were on his his socials, and I was reading this up, and people were rude, man. They were nasty. And there's one time, there was only like twice when we turned the camera off, and it was when we talked to our families, and then this first time at the beginning, I was like, bro, if this continues, I'm not gonna be able to handle this kind of nastiness, right? And he turned back on. After about 90 minutes, people got awesome. They were like, this is amazing. I wish more people would do this. You know, we ended up having like 25 million people watching us on socials throughout the trip. And the other lesson I learned was that Americans want us to agree without being want us to be able to disagree without being disagreeable. Right? We can have a competition of ideas without being rude. And that's what we did. And I think going back and forth and having a 6-hour debate about healthcare, you learn that the other side is coming from a position that they're trying to help their community. That, you know, you're both trying to help people. You just have different ideas on how to achieve that. And so the other side are not evil, and that they just have a different perspective. And then oftentimes you can find enough areas of where you can agree. And unfortunately, we often build legislation through subtraction rather than addition. You know, somebody starts with, these are the 100 things we want to do, and then the other side's like, no, and then you whittle it down to like 5 things. So you're never excited about those 5 things. You're only like, man, we dropped 95 things in order to get to those 5 things. If people started with one thing, I want this one thing. The other side's gonna be like, well, that one thing equals these 2 things. Okay, well, those 2 things actually equal these couple of things. And so you end up building through addition. And so you started with one to get this one thing done, but you ended up doing 7 things. It's like, wow, that's awesome, right? And so that was some of the things that I learned on that road trip.